with kids. I appreciate it. We're together. We're not together. Pride and joy. And it's a funny thing, because I've actually been working on being a more responsible adult. That's right, it's a school night, I'm in the city, I'm not with my kids, don't even know where they are, hopefully they're at home being fed, not sure. And so with that, I decided, what is the most responsible adult thing I can start focusing on? And that's taxes. Anybody else get started on your taxes? Yeah, that's right. So I fired up the old TurboTax, and I found she's pretty damn judgy. She's like, are you married? Do you have kids? Yes to both. And then she asks me how much I make. And then she starts asking, are you sure that's all you make? And as I continue going, I just feel I get a bit of the judgy side eye. But then randomly, she's like, congratulations, you just filled out all your exemptions. And I'm thinking, who is this bitch that's really kind of getting on my nerves? But the good news for everybody in this room who's a comic, I did look up to understand what kind of exemptions do we have when it comes to comics. And clearly, open mic, I'm like looking ahead, I'm thinking, how can I save a couple bucks here? And there's a category called actors, performers, and others. And I decided that's where the comics fit, in the other category. But don't worry, you guys can all exempt your parking, your mileage, any performance materials. So guys, if you buy a Shure microphone, I'm pretty sure that can be an exemption on your taxes. But here we go. You know, one of the other things I'm working on is improving my self-esteem. And I kind of do these little self-esteem hacks of finding ways of like, oh, how do you get that like dopamine hit? How do you feel a little bit better? And one of the things I found is when you join those very random Facebook groups. Has anybody joined a random Facebook group? Yeah. So I'm a part of one that's called the Old Houses group. It is popping. There's like 6 million people. And I was like, I'm like, people get a lot of comments and a lot of likes, so I posted something. I literally got more likes and comments than I've ever gotten on anything in my personal life. So I am posting all the time there. Check me out. I feel better about myself. But the fact of the matter is, I have a lot of good intentions, but I'm not always good with follow through, right? I want to be athletic and work out, but like it's more of a pipe dream versus like a reality. I want to eat better, but like I'm, ponying up to the dessert table all the time. Even I was looking at my work email, I have 1,294 draft emails. Like, that's a lot of business that didn't get done. That's a lot of intentions that just didn't happen. And speaking of the dessert table, I'm a big fan of Dunkin Donuts. A couple of you may have heard me talk about some of my fascinating facts of Dunkin Donuts. But one of the things is they recently did a logo redesign, and I think they tried to kind of pull the wool over our eyes in doing it, because what they really did was they kind of made the letters a lot skinnier than they used to be. They used to be those like chubby, juicy ones. And I was looking at it, I was like, man, they're like body shamers after all, making this skinny bitch here with their Dunkin', and I'm just not having it. I'm just not having